to see what the Sage Business Cloud accounting looks like, because from this page you can see the login, then how to sign in. Now this is what your typical login page looks like, the Sage Business Cloud accounting. And you can see we have a dashboard here on the login page. And you know, typically what the dashboard does is to show you your business performance at a glance. For example, you have your history, that is your revenue history over the month, and also you can have a comparison figure once you have more than a financial year. You have your top customers, your top clients, you have your banking, you have a to-do list here where you can schedule your activities on Sage Business Cloud. And at the same time, you have all the basic modules in this application. For example, you have your customer module, and you know, for your customer module is where you add all your customers. That's where you carry out customer-related transactions, like creating a quote, a sales order, creating a customer invoice, creating a payment receipt, and you know, a host of other transactions that happen for customers. For example, you have credit notes and the rest of them. And Sage Business Cloud accounting can be done in such a way that it contains all your customer information. Your entire customer data can be kept on Sage Business Cloud accounting. All right. You have your suppliers module, and you know, your suppliers in this case are your vendors, both in services and produce suppliers. All right. You have all supplier-related transactions. You can at the same time keep the details of your supplier details in the system. And also you have your supplier transactions such as the invoices, your purchase orders, you have your supplier returns, supplier invoice, supplier payments. And at the same time, if you run an organization that works on inventory, you have your items module, which serves as your inventory module. Now this is your item module. You can add an item. At the same time, you can import a couple of items if you have more than one item. Then you have your list of items. And for example, in a situation where you sell items in bundles, probably you sell a couple of items, item 1, 2, 3, you sell them together as a bundle. Sage Business Cloud accounting enables you to create item bundles such that you can create such bundles in the system and monitor the in and out of the inventory. Now, your item transactions, which includes your adjustments to selling prices, and at the same time, your item adjustments. Now, take note that each of these three modules have reports that are attached to them. Apart from the main report modules, you have reports that are attached to each of these modules, the customer modules, the supplier modules. Now, you have a very key module here, which is the banking module. The banking module will enable you to post your banking transactions. And when I mean banking transactions, it will enable you to post all withdrawals and deposits. And one good thing is that the banking module enables you to import transactions straight from Microsoft Excel. And once you import transactions from Microsoft Excel using the appropriate Microsoft Excel format, which is the CSV format, it enables you to import your transactions. So instead of posting transactions one-on-one, then you import those transactions. All right. Once you import such transactions, you can always allocate. So that's your banking module. Banking module. Now, all these modules cannot work without the chart of accounts. The chart of accounts, which is the list of your ledgers, is the key factor in enabling all the modules to work. And that is what you have under the accounts module. The accounts module is the chart of accounts, a list of accounting transactions. And you can see, you can always create a new accounting ledger. You can add an account, and you have your list of accounts. At the same time, you could have accounting reporting groups and your reports. If you have an external accountant, a consultant that works for you from outside, that is not resident in your company, then the accountants area is a good module for such accountants, because you can always invite, Sage Business Cloud enable you to invite your external accountant to work on your system. Are you with me? So your external accountant can work on your system. They can process the journal entries, view reports, and do your VAT transactions and other transactions. All right. You now have your reports, which is the main report module. Now, the Sage Business Cloud Accounting has over 100 different reports. Yeah, it has an accounting intelligence reporting, which is a different window. It's a different window of reports. Like it mentions, it's a Sage Intelligence report. It enables you to have a further breakdown of your business in figures. And take note that your reporting module will only work perfectly once all your transactions are posted appropriately. And that means that you need to really understand the chart of accounts and be able to identify those ledgers for appropriate posting. All right. Now, if you look at each of these reports classification, you can see the customer reports, suppliers, items, the chart of accounts reports, the VAT reports. You have the financial statements. Now, under the financial statements, we have the trial balance report, the profit and loss report, the balance sheet report. You also have an asset report, because the Sage Business Cloud has a module where a menu where you can enter your assets into Sage Business Cloud. And once you enter the assets, you can have your asset report, something like an asset schedule on the system, such that it will enable you to track and monitor your various assets. You also have your accountant's report. So everything your accountant does here under the accountant's area can always report under the accountant's report. All right. Thank you, Zoom. At the same time, you can have your budget reports. Now, Sage Business Cloud supports the budget system. And you know, this will enable you to enter your budgeted figures over a period of a year, quarterly, 6 months, which is biannual, and this will enable you to monitor your actual and the budgeted figures. All right. You now have the company module. And if you're under the company module, that is where the setup of the system is. It will enable you to set it up appropriately. Then the administration module enables you to manage users, control access, and at the same time, it enables you to change your password on the system. Now, one very good thing with Sage Business Cloud Accounting is that Sage Business Cloud Accounting has what we refer to as the audit trail reports. It has the audit trail report, both the system audit trail report and the audit trail report. And what is a system audit trail report? And that is, it's more or less a security report, because it tracks the access of all users from their login to every transaction that is done, every menu that is clicked on, so that we can always know who has done what. One thing you must understand with Sage Business Cloud Accounting is that Sage Business Cloud Accounting is very affordable. Sage Business Cloud Accounting is user-friendly. Sage Business Cloud Accounting will enable you to monitor your transactions from anywhere. You can carry out your postings from the comfort of your home, even when you are in a lockdown. And this will enable all users to input their data as at when due. And before we go, I want us to take a look at this user task management. And what user task management does is enables you to send messages to each user on the system. And that is just an icing on the cake. And so this serves as a brief introduction to Sage Business Cloud Accounting. Now, with effect from Monday, we'll start taking the modules one after the other with short webinars to look at the individual modules. We're going to work on examples. We're going to create scenarios that will enable us to use the system. And at the end of today's webinar, we're going to send in a link into your either your email or your WhatsApp, or to you on Zoom chat, a link that can be used to create a 30-day trial for Sage Business Cloud. All right, so at this point, if you have any question, you can, I'll gladly take it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Michael. I really appreciate your effort and the topics you put together. I think is self-explanatory, and we're patiently waiting for next week by Monday when we'll also join you to enjoy another segment of the training. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your patience. We had a rough start today. By Monday, I think it will be smooth. And probably if we will not be using Zoom, maybe we'll be using Microsoft Teams. We'll let you know by Monday, or not before
right.
Monday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Very nice day.
Bye-bye to you in Port Harcourt and
Thank
to
you very
others
much.
in Lagos.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.